Yo, I got a crazy manga haul. There's 83 books in this haul, all from one mangaka, and a lot of them are 2-in-1, 3-in-1s. So we're looking at probably close to 100 or over 100 volumes. And let's get right into it. Welcome to the Osamu Tezuka manga haul. Now, Tezuka is considered the grandfather of manga. So being a fan, I wanted to always kind of check out some of his works, but a lot of them are expensive. Um, and I'm not like a massive fan of his art style by any means, but I've heard most of his work is good, and I just never got around to it yet till a couple days ago. I just opened Facebook Marketplace and I see this Osamu Tezuka collection. So I hit up the number one Tezuka fan, the Prom G. I sent him the photos and the list of what was in the lot, and I told him the price. He told me it was an absolute steal for the price, and I do know some of the value of this stuff. So I ended up telling the guy I'd pick him up. And today's January 1st. New Year. Happy New Year to everybody out there. New Year, great way to start with a new manga haul. So, of course, I picked up none other than Phoenix by Osamu Tezuka. This series, if you know it's very, very expensive. This entire lot, I paid $2,000 Canadian for. This series alone, if I wanted to sell it, I don't know if I do. I might not like it. If I don't like it, I will sell it because that will recoup some of my money and you will go to somebody that really likes it. But if I do end up selling this is 1,200 to 1,500 Canadian, closer to like the 1,200 mark. But yeah, so this is like $100 per volume. I know the last sale on eBay was 1,400 Canadian, and the last sale on Manga Swap was like 900 US, which is like 1,250 roughly. So this is the hardest Tezuka to find, and I mean, it's the one that I wanted to read the most, just because of how, like, the rarity and how, I don't know. Apparently, this is like his work that he just never got to finish, and it was like his passion project. I'm just I don't even know what to say. I'm kind of in shock that I got all this stuff. And let's just continue with the next one, and you'll understand when I keep going why I'm in shock that I got all this stuff. Okay, next up, we got Astro Boy in the singles, the old Dark Horse, the little smaller prints. This is the complete set of Astro Boy. And I don't know if I'm a huge fan of Astro Boy. I did read some of the manga a while ago, and I never checked out the anime or anything, but we're gonna attempt to read everything here. Before I even like think about selling it, we are gonna attempt to read everything. Astro Boy, this is like the manga that I think it was the first manga that became an anime or something like that. But this is like the manga that like started everything pretty much. So you got to check it out, right? And I have the full set. This one does sell for a good amount of money as well. I think like $400 Canadian. If I want to sell it, I probably will sell this one. I'm not sure, but we'll see. I'm gonna read it, see if I like it, and then we'll make our decision on selling it. Okay, we're gonna kind of speed her up because I really don't know what most of these are about, but we got Triton of the Sea 1 and 2. We got the first 5 volumes of Blackjack, which I'll probably sell because it's very hard to find Blackjack. And then we got Ludwig B, which he was telling me these are also really hard to find. But that is the complete Ludwig B, the first 5 of Blackjack. And I think The Triton is complete with those 2 omnibuses. Oy. And then we got another stack here. What's that? Wonder 3, Adolf the Half Aryan. Adam Cat, Swallowing the Earth, Captain Ken, The Crater. What's this one? The Book of Human Insects, and The Record of the Glass Castle. I'm interested in reading Wonder 3. I kind of briefly looked up some of them, but Wonder 3, I'm going to probably read Captain Ken. Next, we got some hitters. This one is expensive for just a single volume. It's the Mysterious Underground Men. This is like over $100. So we gotta read it to see what it's about. You know what I mean? Then we got Metropolis. We got Next World 1 and 2, which are like wrapped up, and then we got Lost World, which seems pretty cool. And this one is apparently like very sought after. It's more aimed at like children, I believe, but it is a full color manga, and I think the only way you could have got it was on Kickstarter or backing the Kickstarter. So I'm interested in reading this one as well, at least trying it out. It's full color, which is pretty cool. And then all of these are sealed. The guy never opened these. So we got Under the Air, Clockwork Apple, Crime and Punishment, Storm Fairy, The Thief Inoue, Akikazu, and Other Stories, Melody of Iron. All of these are still sealed in plastic. So interesting that he never even read them. But these all seem like single volumes, and like that one had short stories. I think this one has short stories as well. I'm not like a massive fan of short stories, but you know, we got them. We'll probably try and read them. Next, Buddha. I think this is the most recent print. This vertical one. There's so many prints of this. Like there's the one with like the Buddha faces on the side. Yeah, Buddha's cool. I don't really have much to say on it, but we do have that. That's the full set, I believe, right? 1 to 8, yeah. All manga that's like you can just buy right now. That's readily available. You know, I was kind of trying to separate ones that are harder to find, like those ones, and then, you know, you can buy Message to Adolf. This is Dororo, MW, and all of these you can buy right now for, you know, $20-$30, whatever. So nothing like super special here. I mean, I assume they're good. And the last thing I couldn't show you in the thumbnail just because of the size and how awkward it is the... Now, this is crazy. It's got a plastic cover on it. It's got a DVD at the back. But this is basically showing Blackjack, you know, Astro Boy, like everything about Tezuka's life, which probably will be a very interesting read, and super cool. There's one more thing. It's not manga. So, guy, he threw in all these things. It's a little Blackjack, a bookmark, and a couple art prints. So this is a Blackjack art print. This is a Buddha art print. And an Astro Boy art print. Which he got all of these in Japan at the Tezuka Museum is what he told me. And Phoenix art print. Which is just the cherry on top of this crazy lot. What a crazy way to start the year. Probably my biggest, most expensive single manga haul. And I'm super excited to read some of these. Especially I'm going to start with Phoenix, I think. But there's just so many series. A lot of them are like 1 or 2 volumes, maybe like the omnibus. That's 2 or 3 in ones. And I'm still kind of in shock that I got all of this from one seller. But dude, Facebook Marketplace paid off, and look at now we have almost everything from Tezuka. Now I need to find room on my shelf. So I'm going to leave you guys here, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Here's everything on these 2 shelves. And then I had to stick a couple extras up here, and I don't have room for Astro Boy.